Well, hey everybody, I'm John Ritland, and this is my review of WWE Raw Chicago. The Derb is not here because he was tired. He needed to rest. He was very tired during the show, and I said I would handle the review. Derb, you put in more effort, creativity, and love into this channel than I certainly deserve. You are my best friend first, co-host second. You've more than earned any time off that you want and any time to rest. Your health is top priority. Enjoy the holidays. Let's pick this up next week. Let's have a fun way to send, to go into 2020 and have the best vision for 365 days. And oh yeah, you best believe I'm going to use that joke. But honestly, Derb, thank you very much for putting great effort into the channel. And thank you guys for tuning into this channel and just tuning in any videos. I really do appreciate it. Raw Chicago is basically hashtag Monday Night Meh. Credit to Catwoman13, cat_woman13. I'm going to put her Twitter handle in the description so you can type that and you can see the videos that she does where she has some great takes and some good cynicism when needed for wrestling. When it comes to wrestling, especially when it comes to Raw, because let's be honest, there was some good wrestling on this show, but boy, there was a lot of goddamn bullshit. We started with Seth Rollins holding a town hall meeting, all the Raw superstars around the ring, well, except Brock Lesnar, and lots of CM Punk chants immediately. Immediately we get CM Punk chants because they will never die. They wouldn't have died even if he hadn't come back on WWE backstage. And he says, you all sucked. We dropped the ball. But he wouldn't fully take the blame for the stuff. He wants to make Raw better. He wants to make Raw great again. He was this close to saying that. He really was, and it was kind of disturbing. He runs down Orton. He basically says, oh, Mr. RKO, and this kind of stuff and everything. You're supposed to be Mr. Survivor Series. And then Orton leaves because he doesn't want to hear this stuff and even does this hand motion at, the jerk-off hand motion because he's gripping his Viper and coming from out of nowhere. Have fun on seeing that. He runs down Charlotte, Rollins does, and says, oh, you're supposed to be the queen and this kind of stuff. And she doesn't want to listen to this, so she leaves. Rollins is clearly going heel here. He runs out of AOP. He says to Ray, you had a chance, but you and your stupid kid failed. Good stuff there, Rollins. I mean, this is the most interesting that Seth Rollins has been in years, and then everyone leaves except Kevin Owens. It ends with Owens giving Rollins a stunner. Okay, cool, we're back in the Attitude Era. Hooray! Speaking of the Attitude Era, we get Rusev getting served with papers. Would you get rid of this stupid, motherfucking, ridiculous, piss-poor excuse of a storyline? You wanted the Attitude Era back, you dumb sons of bitches? Well, here it is, the worst of it. Because the Attitude Era had a lot of really good shit, and guess what? This Lana Lashley Rusev thing is terrible. It's fucking terrible. There is no upside to it. And I'm going to get into a little bit of the stuff here in a bit, but yeah, we have recaps of Rusev getting served with papers. Because Lana remembered it was 90 miles, 90 minutes, 90 days. Lana, apparently, they're either having her play up the dumb blonde thing or she really can't count. I hope it's her playing it up because, good God, that was a little bit scary last week. And by the way, get rid of Lawler. Get rid of this stupid, old, out-of-touch, pathetic piece of shit, this pedo-looking motherfucker, who actually is a pedo, because you know he is. Just because something didn't come of that case from 1993 doesn't mean that it actually wasn't legit. But anyway, I digress. He is more out of touch on commentary than most of the old guys that have been on there for a while. I mean, I pick on Cole a lot. Cole is just a soundbite machine. Lawler is a goddamn atrocity. He's not even trying to be original anymore. Now, he doesn't keep up on wrestling. I don't care. I don't care if he keeps up on wrestling over here or wrestling over here or wrestling anywhere. I don't care. He's a goddamn idiot and he needs to go. So we then have Titus versus Lashley with Lana. We get black on black violence in Chicago. Boy, I'm not helping the fact that, I'm making bad offensive jokes here, but it was what it was. I forgot that they were letting Titus still wrestle. And Rusev runs in. Now, people are going to point out that Rusev kept getting pops during all this. Rusev flattens Lashley, beats the shit out of him and everything. And Lana, meanwhile, is acting extremely badly. She's making Sable look like an Oscar winner. Lana's acting is atrocious. Now, granted, this storyline is absolute ass. Complete, total fucking ass. It's just 100% terrible. There is no upside to this. Absolutely no goddamn upside. Oh, Rusev's getting cheered. The crowd's still cheering for him. The crowd was fucking cheering for him years ago. They were cheering for him in 2015. He was over before he lost to John Cena, after at Mania 31. Then they put him in a horrible, cheating storyline or whatever, where it was Ziggler, Summer, and Lana involved in all that and everything, and everybody was human centipede together. Oh yeah, you knew I was going to try to get that line in. And seriously, what? Why? He beats the shit out of Lashley. He gets handcuffed. They run everybody, all these cops, which might have been actual cops, or they might have been jobbers. They might have been local enhancement talents. I don't know. So meanwhile, Lana's still acting all badly and everything. Because Rusev tried to slam Lashley through the announcer's table. That didn't work. Well, then he knocks Lashley off the stage, and then somehow, even though he's handcuffed, knocks some of that, some of the metal truss, so it's a truss fall, and flattens Lashley. I hope that this gets rid of the storyline. This just Rusev getting rid of this, because I like Lashley, I like Rusev. I could give two shits about Lana. You can get her off TV, and I wouldn't miss that freaking idiot, one bit. And she may actually be a really nice woman. I don't really give a shit. I mean, she kind of isn't, given how she's gone after some people that don't like this storyline, because Lana's still keeping kayfabe alive. She can't keep her accent straight, though. Sometimes she'll do it without the Russian accent, and then sometimes she will. Just have her drop the Russian accent. You should have had her drop it years ago. We fucking know she's not Russian. We know that. It's just fucking, it's stupid, and there's no upside to this goddamn thing. Oh, Rusev's getting cheered. He's getting cheered. Yeah, he's getting cheered. You know what would have got them cheered? A storyline that wasn't this ass. No one is going to benefit from this. Lashley's not going to benefit from this. If Lashley wants to leave, if his contract is up, like, say, next year, if he's only got like a 2-year contract and he has the option to leave, he should leave. Now, I know he had time off because of injury, but if he's got a chance to leave, he should. Rusev should leave. Lana doesn't want to leave. What the fuck? What the hell is Lana without Rusev? Lana on her own is not anything. She tried to get in the ring, couldn't do anything. She shouldn't be in the goddamn ring ever again. And she's gone from being at least a good manager, a good valet, to being terrible, because she is fucking terrible. So, yeah, this whole goddamn thing was just terrible, and it drugged the show down. It drugged the show down for the next few matches, because you had AOP versus Hawkins and Ryder, and they hit the Super Collider, as I call it, the Super Colonic. It's like, this is basically what it is. Okay, you got two guys. It's like a toast. It's like they're toasting with bodies. That's kind of wrong. But yeah, they win. Cool. AOP beats Hawkins and Ryder. Why the fuck do Hawkins and Ryder matter? And I mean, I like those guys. As a team, they don't fucking matter. And they kept recapping the whole thing with Lana, Lashley, and Rusev. And guess what? Lana's acting is barely Hallmark Channel movie quality. And yeah, I've seen a few of those. And you know what? They're all interchangeable, especially the Christmas movies. But fucking hell, Lana cannot act for anything. Now, maybe it's because she doesn't give a shit about the storyline. I wouldn't give a damn. But this storyline is ass. Akira Brozawa, as I call him, versus Andrade with Selena. It was fine. It was fine. Andrade won. I almost said Alistair because Alistair was up next, but Andrade wins. Match was decent. I don't think Akira even cares one bit. I think he's just riding out his contract. And I don't blame him, because he's been pretty much marginalized, because he's been put on 205 Live, which is putting on some great matches, but nobody's really watching it. Then we get an Alistair promo, and he is coming directly for Buddy Murphy, because he wants to pick something with him, possibly a fight, possibly play Parcheesi. I don't know. Maybe he wants to pick him up some Grubhub and take him to it. I don't know, because they kept advertising Grubhub during this whole damn show. But anyway, we get Matt Hardy circa 1999. Great to see Matt Hardy on there. You couldn't see Jeff there, because Jeff, got pulled over trying to drive to the arena. And yeah, it's a cheap shot against Jeff, because Jeff Hardy's going to keep screwing up constantly, over and over, despite the fact him and his wife have 2 kids. And you know what? Jeff kind of deserves some tough goddamn love. Jeff Hardy is one of the best, most talented superstars, wrestlers that has been around in a while. He is a charismatic enigma for a reason. But you know what? As much as I pick on Punk and don't really care that he's back, that storyline with Jeff Hardy, storyline or not, he was right. It's easy to be weak like Jeff, because you can't be strong like him. And I'm always gonna hold that against Jeff, because I thought he got clean and then he didn't. So yeah, he deserves that. But anyway, Matt Hardy's here and he faces Buddy Murphy. I think Matt legit got knocked out, because that did not seem like a good finish. It seemed like a really quick finish. I hope Matt's okay. I legit hope he is. They get Alistair and Buddy Murphy facing off in a bit of a skirmish. We're gonna get this match at TLC on the pre-show. Watch. It's gonna be on the pre-show, or it'll be in a stairs match, and it'll be on the pre-show. That's unfortunate, because Alistair's talented, Buddy's talented, And it is what it is. So we then get a Charlotte promo. And Charlotte is an incredible athlete. Promos are not her thing. Sometimes she's good. Other times she's flat like this. Ironic, given, the inflation that has hit her recently. I know that seems like a hard shot, and a bit of a cheap shot. Those have got to be thrown off her goddamn balance. They really do. She can't be comfortable with that. And it's unfortunate that the company is still making their women get enhancements to their bodies just so they can be on TV. And don't tell me that WWE isn't doing that, because there's no reason for these women to change their appearance. If they want to do it, fine. I just don't buy that they want to do that. I think it's a company edict. Anyway, we were going to get Styles versus Humberto Carrillo. Nope, we don't. It's Gallows and Anderson beating the hell out of a guy. So we get 3 white guys beating the hell out of a Mexican in Chicago. News at 11. And then we get Ricochet and Orton here. Ricochet wants a shot at AJ. Nope. Orton wants a shot at AJ. Ray wants a shot at AJ. Drew wants a shot at AJ. So we get a 4-way match. Hooray! This match was actually pretty good. Unfortunately, once again, you just basically destroyed Humberto. You basically destroyed Humberto for absolutely no reason. Unless he's actually injured, they need to give him an excuse. Okay, he seemed fine. So maybe it's just a storyline thing to where they were going to build for the eventual winner to face Humberto for the U.S. title. I don't know. But it's Ray versus Ricochet versus Drew versus Orton 4-way match. It was good. It was a good match. There was this one point where Drew chops Orton, and oh my God, Orton looked pissed. Orton was mad. And maybe if Orton hadn't done all that bullshit earlier in his life and, shit in women's bags and been a piece of shit and, said the N-word on a Twitch stream, and for some reason, some people seem to forget about that, maybe that kind of shit wouldn't be happening and karma wouldn't be biting him. Wouldn't be biting him like a venomous viper. Gross. That was a cool chop, though. Why did Ray win? Why did Ray pin Ricochet? Why did Drew not win? Why did Orton not win? I mean, okay, Orton factored in a little bit later, but I'm going to be critical here in a bit, because we get Styles versus Ray. It's a U.S. title match. Gallows and Anderson interfered. They got kicked out. There was some good action before that. Then they got kicked out. Okay, so now it's down to near falls. It's some good stuff. It seems like Ray's going to win. Nope, it seems like Styles is going to win. And then Orton, while the referee got bumped, Orton attacks. Styles gets hit with an RKO. And then a splash. New champ. Ray wins. And Dominic comes out there to celebrate and thankfully doesn't talk. I know it seems like I'm needlessly picking on Dominic. He is learning. I give him credit for taking a lot of those bumps with Brock and doing better than I expected. But it is what it just... Look, I like Ray. I do. Rey Mysterio is one of the greatest of all time. You made him basically look like a chump against Brock. And, I mean, that storyline was terrible anyway. Brock should have won, even though I don't want Brock as champion. Nobody was going to believe Rey being the one to beat Brock. But you were kind of building this thing with Cedric and Styles, and then you went nowhere with it. Then you were sort of building this thing with Styles and Humberto, and you kept going off the rails with it, but then eventually Styles and Humberto were going to have this match. And, okay, maybe we were going to have Humberto be the champion. Because Ray was even praising Humberto last week. So unless Humberto was injured and this was just a way to write him off and make sure he got evaluated, okay. But this is just a storyline to give Ray one more championship. Give him a Grand Slam, a champion, title and everything. Okay. I don't know. I just can't imagine this is going to last very long. I think that Ray is probably going to lose it to Humberto at TLC or maybe at the Royal Rumble. But I don't know. It is what it is. The match was good. The last two matches are pretty good. The 4-way and this match. And we then get an Owens promo where he talks about Seth Rollins. And then we get Charlotte versus Asuka. And Jerry Lawler says at one point where, Charlotte's dad was looking down on her. Now, and I think that was after her loss, losing for Team Raw. But the way he worded it made it seem like Ric Flair was dead, and I instantly started to panic, thinking, did Ric Flair die and no one told us? No, Lawler just has a poor choice of words and everything, because Lawler's a goddamn idiot. Get Lawler off of commentary. There's some good exchange between Asuka and Charlotte. Eventually, Kairi Sane gets chased away. Charlotte chases her into the crowd. It's not the last we see of Kairi. Kairi, by the way, is the Navi to Asuka's Link. And I'm not knocking Kyrie because Kyrie is actually really effective and everything, but that's just how I see it. Because even though Asuka isn't really that much bigger than Kyrie, Kyrie's just that tiny, and I just think of her saying, "Hey, Asuka, listen." And if you know what Navi is, you know what I mean. So, there were chops and deflation kicks. Seriously, I was a little bit worried they were going to deflate. And then we get a Boston Crab spot. Pretty good spot there. Kyrie comes back. The miss to Charlotte because the referee is distracted. And then Asuka covers her with, while covering the miss. 1, 2, 3. And then we get Rowan versus a jobber. Who the fuck cares? Who cares what's in this goddamn cage and this goddamn carriage? Who the fuck cares what's in there? Rowan's a decent enough athlete. I'm amazed he's been able to stay, this injury free for this long. I don't care about this. I don't care what's in there. I don't care one bit. It could be Katie Vick's ashes. It could be who the fuck knows what it is. Maybe it could be Ronda's hair, and then she could wash Sasha's feet with it. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna work that story or that angle in here. And then we get a WWE Shop thing with the Iconics. This is the best thing you can do with the Iconics. Now, I know that WWE Shop, it's Black Friday, it's big deal, all these things. This is the best you can do with the Iconics, who actually are pretty good athletes. I know some people may forget about that. I'm not saying that they're the best tag team ever. I'm not saying they're the best athletes ever, but they are very good athletes and deserve a chance to shine, but whatever, I digress. Truth is talking about how these prices are a steal. Okay, black comedian saying it's only a steal because he's black. I got it. Michael Hayes must have booked this. And then we get Styles promo on Randy. Well, he was upset about Randy and he was crying, seemingly crying. Sarah Schreiber was apparently in some kind of bathrobe, or something. I don't know. It looked like it was a very soft jacket, but didn't look like it would be very good in the cold. I don't know. This show didn't really have anything. We get recaps of the worst storyline of the year, the Lana Lashley Rusev thing. If some people like that storyline, fine. You guys can like it. I don't want to hear just how anybody can defend it. I'm not saying that you guys don't have a right to your opinion, but nothing's going to change my mind on. And then we get Rollins and Owens, a lot of CM Punk chants, some good action, everything, a couple near falls, but suddenly AOP interferes and starts attacking Owens, just attacks Owens. Rollins looks like he's about to get upset and everything, and all this kind of stuff. And then after AOP leaves, he curb stomps, Kevin Owens. So it's Rollins and AOP, or A-Bro-P, as you would call it. There were some good matches here. There was some good action. The problem is the Lana Lashley Rusev thing pretty much ruined that first hour. It took until the 4-way really to recover. The last 4 matches were good for what they were. C. It's a C. Because that Lana Lashley Rusev thing just drags everything down. C. Maybe a pull above my head if I forget to put it there. Please leave in the comments what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritland. I'll see you soon.